And video's starting. Hey, and we're live. Excellent. It worked again. I'm always excited. Such a good time. We'll see how this goes. So it is Halloween weekend. And here I am. Dirtling around on Arena once again. So I figured it was thematic to do... Oh, cool. Yeah, you are the first in here. I figured it was thematic to do werewolves today, so I wanted to do werewolves last week, actually. Michelle's inspired me to build werewolves, and it's really good. Hey, yeah. You've been around a lot longer than that, though, Hayden. Hayden's actually been a regular at our shop for a long time. Practically as much part of Game Cafe as I am. So there's a lot of people like that, actually. A lot of our customer base and stuff like that has been coming up here for a very, very long time. So, which makes me feel better. But this is fun. I don't know what this card does. Exiles things. So it's probably the dog deck with the exiling stuff. Just standard, Hayden. I'll do more interesting things later. But just standard for now. And it's already looking like I'm getting pretty run over in this matchup. But we'll see. Gotta be able to cast this for 2. I'd like to draw land. I need to make a couple brawl decks. I think that would also be interesting. I know my buddy Jake complains about it all the time. But yeah, no, that'd be cool. Is it Tovolar for the commander? Commander brawl? Is commander called the same thing? Please pay no attention to the drink. Energy drinks are bad for your folks. Oh, okay. Excellent. It's actually, honestly, he's the legendary wolf that should have been. Need to get rid of a creature. Oh, that's fine. I didn't really want to do that. Oh, that hurts. Well, here we are again. So, I was not super happy about getting rid of Tolvar there, but at least we can keep slowing him down. I need one more land because I need to kill this to get this guy back. So, I probably should just play that as land, so windmill into Ren, 7 mana. I got greedy, and that's okay. He's so good, he's dead. I'm going to miss him. Okay. Phase 1. Get that dude back. Don't worry, I know this is here. I just didn't want a 3/3 token. Yeah, there's the dog. Oh my gosh. Wow. He has a lot of those. A spoopy. That's interesting. So I guess I can just kill this and get my 3/3. I'm still pretty much dead. I mean, yeah. Because he attacks with everything. I block the 2/2. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Because I'm going to take 6 and go to 1. Yep. Yep. Sad. Round 2, fight. Yeah, I guess I can get into Friday announcements. Although, I don't know how many people are going to watch this before Friday Night Magic. Yeah, so F&M tonight. Hopefully some of you guys are wearing your costumes. If you are, I'll probably comp you an F&M entry. It'll be fun. I wanted to wear my costume today, but yeah, well, this was a little more important, especially after last week. Last week was a little rough. All right. Can do double green. Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. Champion of the Perished. It's a good card. I really like the buy a box promo art on these. It's actually really excellent. Yeah, it just feels like it's been a long week for some reason. It's kind of weird. This guy's going to get out of hand really quick. So this is one of the things that the mono green deck does a lot better than the werewolf deck, is having removal. Blizzard Brawl is ridiculously good. Where once he's above 4 power, there's not much that werewolves can do to him. You also didn't get to run the Manland. Well, that's intriguing. Okay. Maybe I misunderstand. That would have been a much bigger problem later. He has to have something that pulls out of the grave or uses it in the grave or something. Maybe as a quest just for attacking with creatures? Seems fine. Oh, I'm about to be sad. It might be about to be sad. Okay. Probably actually just going to play the 3/3. Yeah, it's okay. When you play cards like this, it also seems like you're on full control all the time. Yeah, that was cool. Now he starts casting removal spells. Yeah. Sometimes I can do math. I think he had Death Touch, right? Yeah. Tainted Adversary is a fun card. It's way more fun to just double spell. And just go really wide, really fast. He only has 1 card in hand. Yeah, I think that's just what we do. We'll turn this into a race. See if that works. I don't have a ton of crazy stuff to talk about today either. Like outside, there was a small Pokemon release this week. There was a Yu-Gi-Oh set dropped this week. So, but honestly, the last couple months, it feels like there's been stuff coming out every week. So it's nice to just kind of exhale for a second. I'm sure there was probably a better way of doing that. That's okay. He has definitely drawn lots of lands. Swing and concede. Oh, so much for my board. That's okay. Much like in Lord of the Rings, it takes a long time for the ints to get around, but once they do, it's great. Honestly, Werewolves has been a pretty fun deck, though. Like, I've been pretty happy with it. Yeah. Figured we were done there. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is actually kind of my break time. Usually, during the day. Before my shift starts. I probably should structure it to be something more interesting than just watching me play Magic and me making sure all the camera equipment works for an hour. My new camcorder came in today, so I'm super excited about that. It's going to be a good time. I will enjoy it quite thoroughly. I hope everybody has some really great plans for the weekend. I mean, obviously, anybody that's coming here has great plans for the weekend. Friday Night Magic has been jumping off pretty hardcore for a while. Yeah, I think we had almost 20 players last week again, which was great for Standard. Modern's also been doing really well. Yay. So much of the deck revolves around Tel-Valar, though. It's crazy. Oh, okay. So he's going to annihilate for 2 on his next turn, which is fine. I'm about to draw 3 cards, so we're making progress. Oh, yep. Should have known. 2 or less. As long as you dodge human and a werewolf. Yay, all my mongooses. They're so much better. I have a couple options this turn. We'll go this way. I like to save the chariot for after I drop one of the hasty guys. It's usually much better. Well, this is just removal that deck. I drew all those cards. Please don't kill my wolf. It's actually really nice art. Sure, that's fine. There we go. What?
Who are you? I'm trying to put your feed up here.
Oh, it's just on Facebook Live.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know that you'll be able to hit it from there.
Okay.
There's no correct way to do this, is there? I'd like to use her to make 2/2/2s. And then I guess we'll saddle battle this guy. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. There we go. Great success. Much rejoicing. As you can see, I am stuck in a tier 1 of platinum forever. That's what I'm stuck with. It's okay, though. All the little incremental gold bonuses feel so good until you have to pay 1,000 gold for a pack. Then you're like sad. That's fine. I think this card might be unplayable with Thalia coming back. I know I'm copying what somebody else said, but I'm thinking that might be the case, unfortunately. We'll see, though. Excellent. Ah. No, don't remove my dude. A wild Gavin walked in. What's up, bud?
Howdy. How many viewers you up to?
What? Oh, here? Just 1 at a time. Usually it gets up to 8 at most at a time. The thing that boggles my mind, though, is that it's the connection speed's actually really good.
I mean, you're wired and you're not doing Wi-Fi, right?
I am definitely not wired.
You're actually Wi-Fi?
Yeah, which is weird. You can't see it now, but I'm getting run over.
What are you running?
Werewolves.
Against?
Mono white. Right now, but...
Are you getting run over in more than just this game?
No. This deck's actually really good.
Except against mono white?
If you can't draw a removal spell...
Well, how much removal do you have?
A few.
Okay.
Yeah. Mostly 4 damage, sorcery speed. I might win. Yes!
Wait, so it went from I'm getting run over to I win?
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. I'm curious if your voice actually is getting picked up in the mic just because I have it directional towards me right now. And the gain is all the way down, so...
If your gain is all... That's a Yeti, right?
Yeah.
I'm off to your right, or, well...
If I had it on the tri-directional...
Well, okay, even if it's aiming towards you,
yeah,
it'll still kind of pick up 180.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be picking me up, but you said your gain was all the way down?
Yep.
Okay.
So, luckily, streaming to Facebook video records all of them and all your streams and then saves them. So I can go back and later and upload this to YouTube.
Your graphics card isn't in video, right?
It is a GeForce RTX.
Yes, okay. If you feel like you're worried about sounds of pacing on wood or doors or whatnot, they do have a program that only picks up voices, but...
Sure. Sounds fancy.
You could be clapping in front of the mic. It would not pick up the clapping.
Nice. That seems good.
A 2000 or newer series or newer. I know what you have in there.
I don't.
Okay.
That makes exactly one of us.
It's one of the ones that looked like people were buying them all up for cryptocurrency farming.
Yeah, that checks out. Because everybody knows that's what I like to do. Farm crypto.
I mean, it's a 3070.
Trade. Dang it.
Are you still against the mono white?
No, we moved on to a different deck now. I'm curious. I'm just playing best of one, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet tonight. Although it was a quiet week, so had a good time. That means I actually got caught up on some stuff, especially because I'll be going out of town here in a couple weeks. I am looking forward to it fondly. Orlando.
Is it one of your cruise instances or something else?
No, it's just getting away for a weekend. Okay. Ah, there's that Blizzard Brawl spell. That's a good one. Yeah. Blizzard Brawl is really good. Okay.
I know this is off topic for your stream, but did you see people throwing the fit over the GT over the weekend in SoCal?
The orc one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
I have been enjoying all of their tiers.
Yeah, it's fine. Orcs are pretty busted in 40k right now, for those that aren't aware. Which is something I don't know that I ever thought I would say in my entire life.
For example, I played against Jwari a lot, and I played against orcs a little bit since they came out. I still lose badly to both. I don't feel bad when I lose to orcs, though.
Sure. I'm surprised you're still losing to Jwari after you've played against them for so long, but...
They do the same thing that I think like freebooters do.
Sure.
They wait out of sight, out of range, and then they're in charge range in your face. So if you want to get any victory points, you have to lose a good hunk of your army.
Sure, nobody wants to do that.
But orcs you can pretend to kill.
Right. It's never complete. Alright. He's at 5 life. We have 6 creatures. He can only kill so many of them. Ugh.
Because you said it out loud, you know what's going to happen now, right?
Yeah, he'll find a way. On green black. They're definitely cards. I just don't think he's running a sweeper in green black if he's running Varus Silvermoon. Because he triggers off of creatures and planeswalkers.
Is Arena up to date with the Magic release?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he conceded. Yeah, Crimson Vow should be just around the corner. I think I will get to play a little bit of Crimson Vow before I head out of town, which is cool. They're reprinting a card in Crimson Vow, Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, I think, that causes non-creature spells.
Still maintaining the same color?
It's white. Yeah, it's literally a reprint. So non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast, which is actually really good against Alrunds. All non-creature spells. Yeah, which is awesome for mono white because then they actually have something that can pseudo-answer Alrund's Epiphany. I am a dad joke. Thank you. Why is Michelle watching this? Shouldn't you be working? She's going to chime in here. She's like, no one else is watching.
To be fair, we tried to get it hooked up on the TV in there.
No, it's fine. After I'm done with this, I'm going to bust out the camcorder and start doing some stuff with that. So.
Have you considered also multi-streaming to YouTube gaming at the same time? Or?
Yeah. We are at the I need to learn Adobe Premiere portion of the getting YouTube channel set up. Although, luckily...
if you're just using it to stream, it's not...
No, we're going to record videos and upload them. YouTube is going to be our preferred platform. I mean, if Facebook had...
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Is like you can also...
The same thing?
Stream to YouTube, and it will keep your VOD.
Yeah, it's fine.
And YouTube's notifications are pretty good if people are notified for you.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's fine. This is another mono white. I've actually played against mono white several times. Spoiler alert to everyone watching this video later, I was actually playing Magic for about half an hour before I started it. But
did mono white get that big of a buff?
No, I think it's just very popular in Arena best of one in the grander scheme. I need to draw a land. Hey. Ask and ye shall receive. Guess what? I still have ways to go on this. Am I dead?
What turn are you on?
5.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I swear you said you were just fighting mono white again.
Now
you're asking if you're dead.
I might be dead.
Could be dead.
He also might be dead. Just, it's hard to tell.
So with that reprint, would that actually end up changing your... If we're going to play bubble vacuum...
Yeah, so it makes Essica's Chariot really questionable. Specifically.
Is it just not good at costing one more?
Well, so the problem at hand... Essica's Chariot is just kind of... I wonder if I could have won, and I might have just punted. Essica's Chariot comes out on the 4-drop, but with Thalia, it pushes it back.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like, but Thalia would be their 4-drop, right?
No, it's a 2-drop.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so like even if you're on the play, Essica's Chariot, you still can't get it out until much later. And Ren and 7, which is like the popular thing for green to do right now, is to go Essica's Chariot on 4 mana, and then Ren and 7, make a 5/5, and then attack with the Chariot to make a second 5/5. And that's probably just not even a option post Thalia getting reprinted.
Because it would slow you down by 2 turns.
Yeah, and you can't. Against mono white, you're just dead. So it means the Alrund's Epiphany deck will probably increase the removal package.
Will mono white become popular enough for that to be a concern?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's already the 3rd most popular deck.
Well, I didn't know if
I've played it 4 times so far.
I
think.
Well, when that reprint comes out, are there any other cards that are going to shift it maybe towards mono red being the angry happy boy it is again?
Mono red goblins right now is technically an archetype. It's like tier 1.5.
1.5. Call it 1, can't call it 2.
Yeah, it is good enough to win, but it is not a bad deck. It's just much like Werewolves is 1.5. Like it's just there's a slightly better version.
Sitting on the cusp of needing something just to push them into good decks.
Yep.
Is there anything that we know of right now?
No, and Soren's a 4 mana planeswalker, and he does some stuff. He has text, which is good.
But that only helps one deck?
Yeah. Well, there's actually a couple Black X variations running around right now.
When did goblins come back to being mono red?
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've had a mono red deck that's goblins, which is great. I love it. Oh, that was Xaxes.
Oh, you had barely enough?
I had exactly the right amount of damage through trample. So, wah, wah. Oh wait, I gotta. Oh, hey, I'm in diamond now. I didn't even realize it. That's exciting.
More mono white.
Yeah. Yeah, this just in, mono white. What are your opinions of mono white? I really should probably be playing best of 3, but like not only is it just so much longer, but I'm also terrible at boarding. Ooh, interesting. Got a little bit of feedback there. I'm quite literally listening to myself right now.
Yeah.
I really need to get some of the noise canceling headphones though.
What you can do for listening to yourself is it have a second set of earbuds that slide in under your headset and only have it in one ear.
I just plug it in the mic. And it feeds it back into me. So, which is nice.
So are you ever disoriented when you start talking after you're done talking into the mic and then you don't hear yourself?
Oh, yeah, actually it does. It's like so if you've ever used the Oculus, so listening to myself in the mic is kind of like it does the same thing to your ears as it does your eyes. Do I not have a second green source? Whoops. This is bad. Speaking of goblins. Although that's a dinosaur. Is there a dinosaur legal in standard right now?
And they're in Diamond Ring too.
Why are you taking my creature and giving it haste? Please stop. It does hurt. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I even got to draw a card off of it. Oh, I'm so far behind. Okay.
So was it mono red?
Yeah, it's mono red. He's just played a dinosaur with haste and a goblin javelineer. So he's on the 4-drop now. Is this just?
What did he drop to put in the dino?
I don't know. I didn't know this card existed. It is a 2/1 dinosaur with haste. I think it's just a haste deck. I think everything he runs just has haste. That's fine. You can kill that.
Does Red currently have anything with haste and trample?
Yeah, there's a few things actually.
That may be how he's going to try to swing boards if you take it back from him is what he'll use.
Yeah, that's true. Boop. There we go. Now I get to draw the cards.
You killed a dinosaur, didn't you?
No, I did not. I played a werewolf pack leader into a reckless Stormseeker. That way it would change back to day on his turn, so his reckless Stormseeker was... He took mine. He did it again. There are 2 cards in Standard that steal creatures. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's dealing 9.
Is it a possibility that he's just a thief deck?
I'm debating on if there's... I'm going to kill the dinosaur. No, I'll kill the Javelineer. It's fine. Okay. Just, he's dead. Just good. That was very nerve-wracking. I had no idea what was happening. I was playing creatures. They were going to the other side. Just, then they'd come back.
Wait, he'd take them, he'd give them haste, but he wouldn't...
You know, he'd still swing with them, and then they'd just come back to my control at the end of the turn.
But, okay.
I think that's how that works. That was a fun deck, though. I actually really like that. I heard the dinosaur just completely just arrested my brain. Okay.
So is mono blue still able to control crap?
There's some blue-red variants decks that are really good. Rude. Taking the cards in my hand. Not very polite.
What deck you fighting now?
Right. No, it's 1 swamp and a duress. Oh, he took my removal spell? That's a little weird. That doesn't bode well. He took my removal spell instead of the Essica's Chariot.
Is he going to do the food token crap? Or is that out of rotation?
That's out of rotation now. Okay. No more food.
No more food?
All the food is gone. There's no food in Standard.
Shows how much I pay attention.
Yeah, it's fine.
I will stare at the cards once every couple of months.
They don't change much. Like, I've been playing Shatterskull Smashing for a long time. The flip lands are all really good. The spells on one side land on the other. They're great.
How does that work in Arena?
I mean, way easier than it does in Paper Magic.
Because you have to... Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he had another duress. That's why. That explains why he didn't take the Chariot. He didn't take the Chariot a second time.
What?
He's got to have something.
What did he take the second time?
My removal spell.
Again?
Yeah, it was weird. I'm not sure I quite understand.
Does he think he's got like an end-all, be-all?
I know there's a black card that destroys artifacts, so, but it's a creature. And it costs...
Does he think he's fighting a control game against you?
No, I don't think so. It's just really, yeah. He's very obviously smarter than me.
That's why your Chariot's going to go down, right?
All right, we're back to the playing cards I've never seen before. Confront the past. Okay. Yeah, no, 100%. No idea what this card is.
What's its text?
It removes loyalty counters from Planeswalkers, which is fine. I have an Arlen in play, so he could pay 1 and pay 2 mana to remove my Arlen right now, which is fine.
But what does he get from that?
Oh, that was way better. Instead, he Meat Hook Massacred for 3. Okay. Oh, he played a Lulth. That's exciting. Lulth's a good card.
So, every game since you've hit Diamond, you've encountered cards you have not seen before, right?
Yeah, and also sometimes interactions I haven't seen. Apparently, Arlen's +1 to add a counter when a creature enters the battlefield. If you play a Khazanadu Mammoth as a land, it comes into play with a 1/1 counter, which
So
I
it's a
didn't.
1/1 land?
I did not expect.
Wait, so is it basically a non-creature land that can attack, or is it a creature land because it came in as the Mammoth as a land?
Hate having to do that. No, it came in as Khazanadu Valley with a 1/1 counter on it because Arlen saw it as a creature, which is weird, but it's fine.
So does that mean that the Mammoth is on the board first, then it becomes the land? And
No, it definitely enters the battlefield. As the land. Yeah, it just means I'm gonna have to look up that rules interaction later because I'm not 100% on it. So sometimes I run into things in Magic that I also don't know, and this is one of those things. Check for traps. Well, now he sees the other 2 Essica's Chariot sitting in my hand. Which may not be playable, actually, very soon.
Why not?
Essica's Chariot, just because of Thalia. Like, if the mono white starts being more of a taxes deck and less of a aggro. Like, just pure aggro. I mean, I think I should just muscle him to death now.
I mean, how many cards does he have in hand still?
2, and one of them removes a Planeswalker, so I don't feel as bad getting rid of my Planeswalker. Okay. Because I think I have a very limited window to kill him now. He doubled up on my Essica's Chariot. That's interesting. Well, he's now effectively killed 3 Essica's Chariots.
Well,
he's making good time.
maybe the reason he's going after your Chariots now is he doesn't have a great response.
No, he wants to use that card to get Lulth back, the Confront the Past, because it can remove loyalty counters from a Planeswalker, or it can bring back a Planeswalker from the yard. Well, he just used a targeted removal spell on one of my cats, so I think we're doing okay here. Are you dead?
How many Chariots do you still have in hand?
Yeah. No, I had nothing but tokens left in play in a Lair of the Hydra, the land. The man lands in this set are really good. Like, the man lands in this set are actually just absolutely bonkers good. So, which is great. I probably should play best of 3, honestly. But this is kind of almost my pseudo break time before work. So.
You
But
can alternate between, like, this week is best of 1s, next week is best of 3s.
Yeah, it's true. All things I could do. At some point, I'll have, like, a script with an agenda that has, like, notes on it, but currently I should not have kept a hand without a 2-drop on the draw.
They don't know that.
Well, they do now. They went turn 1 to us. Cat's out of the bag. Oh, black-red. That is so much more interesting than mono-black. I think it's more interesting than mono-black. I didn't think there was a dinosaur in Standard. I was incorrect. I was 100% incorrect. That's not good.
Did he steal your cards?
No, he played the 4/4 dragon. I think it's actually a 3/3 dragon normally. That you can tap and kill another creature you control to give it indestructible. Yeah, which I don't think this deck actually has an answer to. Outside of a Rin and 7 token before it gets too big. Nope.
So, by basically playing that, he immediately put a timer on the game.
Yeah, no, I'm a die. 115% I'm going to die. It's a really good card, honestly. It has 4 CMC too, so it dodges a couple of the removal spells.
So do you not run anything to counter the indestructible because you just don't see it enough? Or
There's just not much on green-red that can. Not in the 4 mana slot.
what slots would you have to run it to do it?
Oh, I can't. Yeah, you can't dilute the deck any further. It would have to be a different deck. Which is fine.
Well, how prevalent do you run into indestructible?
Almost never. Blizzard Brawl's the only indestructible thing, really. But yeah, Immersturm Predator is pretty good. There's like a window where you can hit it with a 4 damage spell, and they can, like, if they run out of other guys, if you kill everything else they have, they can't make him indestructible. But then he's usually a 6/6 or a 7/7, which means he's usually outside of burn range.
And he's swinging every turn.
Yeah, like I'm dead next turn. That'll make me feel better. Arlen, go get him. Yar. Cool. It's a good card. Trying to think. It's not great against Alrund's Epiphany. And against Mono Green, it's usually too small by the time it comes out on the 4-drop. Like, Old Growth Troll just kills it. Blizzard Brawl with Old Growth Troll. I guess that would just end up eating something else, but I don't know. Maybe it actually does have a halfway decent matchup. That's 2 black decks in a row. So maybe that's what this area looks like. This hand has 4 2-drops, unlike the last one, which had 0.
That means there's no way you could lose. Right?
So, it actually has 5 2-drops, but one of them is an X-Spell. Oh, it's the life gain deck. Neat.
Is life gain still mono green?
Mono white, actually.
Oh, okay.
Angels and stuff, and it's pretty good, honestly. Like, it's really, it's a decent. Oh wow, that happened, and then I was confused on what to do with it. Do I actually want to play a second spell this turn? Sure. It's always fun when you cancel your own night by casting 2 spells. It's just, yeah.
So that means, is it now going to be night on your opponent's turn?
No, it means it turns it to day, and then he has to cast a spell. And if he doesn't, then it turns back to night again. So there's a 2/3 with some text. Flying Death Touch Haste. Definitely has text.
Have you really presented a board dangerous enough for them to need something with Death Touch already?
No, this is actually just one of my, like, I just really enjoyed this Vengeful Reaper card. It's really good. I'm about to Shatterskull Smashing for 1 to kill his other angel, and then play a Werewolf Pack Leader. He has a lot of cards in hand.
But is he going to live long enough to play them?
He's at 17 right now. He's looking pretty good. Yeah. Chariot's in play, though. That card usually gets some mileage. Boggles my mind. Whenever another creature... Okay. He's played a 1/1 flyer for 2. He has now played the I give 1/1. This is the reason why mono white is a deck right here. Is Luminarch Aspirant. 2 mana at the beginning of combat, put a 1/1 counter on something. Makes such a huge difference. It's crazy. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just play. That's a 2/2 flyer now. Yeah, I'm going to be laying out my hand now. Okay. Now if he kills all my creatures, I lose. Luckily, he's an extremely creature-based deck, and so running a sweeper would be weird. But not impossible.
Does Mono White have a sweeper?
It has a few, yeah. Doomscar is really popular.
Creature-based Mono White deck have.
No. So some standard sets will have this mono white destroy all creatures with converted mana cost like 3 or higher or 4 or higher effect. Austere Command, Elspeth did something similar to that, or destroy all non-token creatures. So sometimes mono white does get to run a sweeper that also happens to not kill all their own guys. But in the current standard format, I don't think there is one. But there's at least 2 or 3 played mono white sweepers right now. Doomscar is the one I see the most often. And then whenever you splash into black, you also get like it's like Blood in the Snow, which is really good. So, which is fine though. This deck definitely so far in best of 1 has a winning percentage, which makes me really happy. Should have played the Bark Channel first, technically, in case I drew a forest. That's okay, though. No. I'm either playing the Mirror, or I am playing against... Oh, no, it's green-black. Green-black-red? Okay. Once again, I find myself not knowing what I'm playing against, really. But that's okay. Please don't play the dragon.
No, they're going to play a dinosaur you don't know.
It's yeah. Play another dinosaur I don't know about. That sounds great. No, they're just slamming down Skullport merchants like it's going out of style. There we go. I wish I was better at Magic sometimes.
Why?
It's okay. Now I know what he was doing with all the mana. Yeah, it's a big boy.
What he slaying?
The Ward Dragon, the Imarith or whatever, Desert Doom.
You don't have a response for that right now, do you?
No. I really don't. If I can flip to the night side of these guys, it's much better. Ugh, that's gross. I don't know how we're getting up and over this guy. Oh, yeah, no, you can attack me all day long, bud. I can't do anything about it, which means you get to draw a card. Yeah. Ugh, this is gross.
Did you have a way to stop it from happening? Or...
No. But luckily, I have a lot of cards, so this is very likely going to be a big turn. I really should just try and maximize it. Ah, crap. How can I tell which one of these doesn't have haste? Is there a way I can tell which one of these entered the battlefield this turn?
This turn?
Oh, there it is. Okay. I knew there was something somewhere. The thing I wanted to happen happened. He didn't cast a spell, went to night, so I got to play the hasty dude and a pack leader and make both of them hasty. So I'm attacking with 7 creatures. And I'm going to draw 1,000 cards. Unless he kills Tolvar before combat damage, which I don't think he is.
And what's your trigger for drawing that many cards?
Every time a wolf or werewolf does combat damage to a player. Oh, he's dead. Well, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm just over here talking like something's going to happen, and the combat math is like, he's just dead. Oh, that makes way more sense. That's great. So, it's just good. I'm probably going to have time for one more game. And then I can open up my camcorder. I'm so excited. Looking forward to it fondly. Ah, okay. Don't get that loud again. That's where the feedback comes. It's actually really, really, like, not even noticeable, except for I've been listening to myself for a long time. Boop. Okay.
Is it one of those chunky old 90s camcorders with the VHS in the side of it?
I wish it had a VHS player. So I was talking to Bill, who works for a news network locally, and he does the camera work and lighting and stuff like that. He's a great guy. Excellent resource, too, for figuring out how dumb I am with these lights. But he was talking about how, like, recording sometimes, like, when you have to actually roll the tape, like you would with a VCR recorder, you'd have to record it onto something else to mess with it. But now everything's SD cards, so it's not as bad.
It sounds like a pain.
Oh, it sounds awful. I, too, like being bailed out by my deck.
What did it give you?
It gave me a land so that I was going to hit my 4-drop on curve. Which, honestly, is a really big deal for this deck. Your best cards are in the 4 and 5 drop slot, and your like 2 and 3 drops are kind of just there to mess around with your opponent. But that's where your like really heavy hitters come in. Tolvar is really good too, but I really didn't want to pay 3 life for that. Aww. I'm going to get blown out of the water here, but it's technically the correct play. Oh, that's weird. Nice. I'll have to remember that one. Spectral Adversary, which phases the thing out.
Bloody phase.
My dude that was going to give him hasty stuff.
How long are they phased?
I think it's until the beginning of my next turn or something. Yeah, phasing. I should know this. Phasing is the first thing that happens in a turn.
The very first?
Yeah. Before anything else, phasing happens. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that's what you were going to do. It's another weird deck. It's blue-black. I can't really tell if it's a control deck or if it's just Spectral Adversary. Graveyard Glutton seems weird.
Maybe it's control until it starts slamming its big stuff.
It's, well, he's got two of them. It exiles stuff from the graveyard. It's just got Graveyard Disruption 4/4s, which is fine. Three blockers, so 2 + 4. Or I just make a big Rin and 7 token. Yeah. That's probably just the correct answer.
Make the chunky token.
It's just 6/6s are cool, bro. Oh, cool. All right. Double trading. Sure. He must know something I don't know. One of those things might be that he's already lost, though. No, hey. Just, that worked out. All right. Well, that's it for Werewolves for the day. It's been fun. It's been a good time. Okay, bye.